airport right now.
And we actually got here quite a few hours back. We left home in Bangalore at about 9 a.m. this morning, and we drove to the airport, caught a flight from there and came here to Mumbai. Mumbai is actually one of the biggest cities here in India, and it's almost like the New York of India. It's 24/7. It's always busy.
And even here now you can hear there's so much noise around. There are so many people in this airport. It's so busy.
Yeah, and this is actually our third time in this airport. But even till now, we haven't really explored the city, and hopefully someday in the future we actually can. Right now, we are here at this airport because from the Mumbai airport, there are many direct flights to a new continent that we've been wanting to visit. In 2018, we actually visited Egypt, which is one of the most popular countries for tourism here in Africa. And this time, as you figured out from the thumbnail and title of this video,
we are going to Kenya, and our flight is at 2 a.m. and it will take us to Nairobi, the capital city in Kenya. And it's only around 7:30 now. They said you're too early to go through the security and we need to wait for another 2 hours.
Actually, we are sitting very close to the gate. The security check is right there.
We're waiting to go in because we have the lounge access, and Amit and I are very hungry already for it.
So, because we are here 2 hours early, then they'll allow us in. We just thought we'd sit here, catch up with you, and then probably by then we'll be ready to go in. Definitely, we want to do this season a little better by putting up videos closer to the actual date we are there. So the last time, the same mistakes happened. We were making videos and then sharing them with you almost 4-5 weeks, sometimes even 2 months later, because our uploading schedule got messed up, especially in Iran when we didn't have internet. But let's see if we can do it better this time and share this journey better here. We also want to specify a couple of things. We know that the $30 a day budget might not work here. We still haven't figured out what number that has to be.
Maybe in a month or so we will be in a better position to judge what that number would be.
Yeah, but if you have any suggestions or any ideas on what that number could be, let us know, and then let's see if we can try and achieve that in some sustainable way.
And also, if you have any recommendations for us in Nairobi and around in Kenya, please let us know in the comments, because we have done no research about it till now.
We just know that we want to get to Nairobi to kickstart season 3, and we figured once we get there, we walk around, we talk to people, and then figure out what route we want to take, whether we want to go eastward, westward, or southward. So I think that's pretty much our straight up introduction to season 3.
I'm super excited for this season because this region will be more of wildlife and tribal people maybe.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much what we have seen on the internet.
Yeah.
We still have no clue what to expect in our way of traveling.
So we are flying Indigo tonight. It leaves at 2 o'clock India time and reaches around 6 o'clock Nairobi time.
Yeah, so Nairobi is, I think, about 3 hours behind us here in India. And
2.5 hours. Yeah.
Kenya actually doesn't have so Kenya doesn't really require a visa, but they do require what is called as an ETA. You just have to apply for it online, pay the fee, and fill up a bunch of details about your intended dates of visit, and then they give you the visa in a couple of days. So that costs about $36 or so. Yeah, $36, and we got it 2 weeks back. It was very last minute, but that is what we have to show once we arrive.
They did not ask for any documents, but they did mention that we need to have yellow fever vaccination. So we got this in 2023, thinking that we would be visiting Africa during our season 2.
Actually, like that time we struggled a lot. This was way back in April 2023, where we actually sat and put both maps of Central Asia and Africa, and we were so sad when we ultimately chose Central Asia, because the only deciding factor at that time was cost. And clearly you've seen season 2, it was so amazing and so fulfilling life-wise, because we never expected to have those people experiences the way it actually turned out. And now that we have Africa on plan, we pull out our old vaccine records, and we've also stocked a bunch of medicines, especially mosquito repellents. So this is a unique, challenging environment in itself, the way we've been preparing, and we have absolutely no clue what to expect.
But we have been hearing some scary stories from our friends telling that there's a lot of robbery and pickpocketing and everything. So we are really scared.
Especially in Nairobi, almost every person who we spoke to has been there, told us, watch out for, just watch out whenever you're in the city. Try not to look like you have a phone. Try not to carry your phone out in the hand. Try not to hold your camera. So we don't even know how we'll end up vlogging.
So we might not be even vlogging for the first day at least.
Yeah. So once we get there, we want to get on the ground, get our bearings, and then after that decide how we want to pull out the camera and walk around. So yeah, that's pretty much everything right now. And
we'll see you during our lunch time. By the way, the pillars inside this Bombay airport reminds me of the Super Tree groups of Singapore. They were green and colorful, but here it's all white.
See you. What did you get?
I got a lot of items, my friend.
Okay, so I see pasta.
Ladies finger, 2 healthy salads. This is firni, and I've got us apple juice.
Oh, we got that too. So, for those who don't know, Kurkure is from the Lay's company. It's from Frito-Lay's. It's really, really nice. The flavors are really good. This one's a very special Indian masala. If you haven't had a chance to try it, you should definitely do it.
It's better than the green one.
No, I like the green one. The dark green one is real good.
सर्व प्रवाशांना विनंती करण्यात येते प्रस्थान की या आखरी और अंत प्रस्थान करें.
Are you ready to go? Ready?
Finally, let's go. We delayed the boarding for almost 45 minutes and I was sleeping. Now we just did this. Let's go. And I was like, oh, what is happening?
So now we're on the airplane.
It's around 2 o'clock in the morning and we're expected to reach Nairobi in another 6 hours. And it will be 6 o'clock in Nairobi time.
So we're still very sleepy, so maybe we'll try and get some sleep. But Indigo is not too bad for long haul. There is definitely more space than AirAsia. This is good. But there's no food, it's a low cost carrier. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. So we are now heading back to the gate again. We were just about to take off, but then the plane turned around because somebody sitting up front opened up the life jacket to see what it was like. He was very
They were just curious to see what it was. Right after the cabin crew gave the instructions, he just pulled it out and opened it.
And then it inflated it. So
now we are going back to get security clearance again. We're shooting another half an hour.
at least, so we don't really know how this was. It's the first time in all these years of flying that we are actually experiencing such an incident.
So never ever pull out the life jacket.
The expression of the cabin crew's face was just so wild. Like the cabin crew lady, she was like very, very upset. And now we have to go back.
And we are wide awake.
Yeah, we are right away. Welcome to Kenya. Guys, we've just made it into Kenya.
And it's actually very nice where it's very cold and we're wearing sweaters and jackets.
It's around 20 degrees. We are right now at the airport. We just came out through immigration. It took a very long time, huge queue.
And we just converted some money. We converted $20 and we got 1,600 shillings.
And now we're trying to look for a ride into the city. We actually have found a place to stay in the city center. So there is a bus station right here and we'll go and try and get on one of those and then we'll show you. Hi guys, new camera switch. So we just found the taxi stand here and somebody told us we just have to go further down to get the bus. And now we've just switched to the smaller camera based on advice given by folks about snatching. So not jumping into conclusions here but trying to be as careful as possible. So we're on the bus right now.
And we just saw a board which said Hakuna Matatu.
This is called a matatu, but I guess we'll explore more of these once we get to the city. Right now it's so green everywhere, look at that.
I thought it would be like dry and sunny and hot, but it's so nice. Green. Looks like it has rained yesterday.
So this bus ride is costing us 100 shilling per person into the city center. Really friendly guy. Katako. So we just picked up an Airtel SIM card here from Lucas. Thanks Lucas for helping us. So the bus dropped us off to the city center. This area is called Odeon, and once we got off that bus, we actually walked around looking for an Airtel store, and we picked up the SIM card here. The SIM card is way cheaper in the city than if you buy it in the airport itself. So it was just 50 shilling, but the guy who recharged it for us didn't even charge it. He just gave it for free. So very friendly guy. 500 shilling for 5 GB of data. 30 days already.
So now they're on another bus and this will take us to our host house.
This, by the way, is not called a bus here. They call it matatus. They're tiny mini buses and they're jam-packed.
But Nairobi looks like so much fun. Right when we were trying to think that there was this bunch of 4 people who were dancing to loud music.
I think they were trying to sell some kind of a plastic product, but to get attention from the people, they were doing this really cool dance and it was so fun. It's the typical African music that we've always heard on the internet.
And I've already seen all the women in their braid. Do you think I should also get there in this long African braid?
I don't know. Let's see. Maybe you should.
A butterfly is telling hello.
The first little bit of wildlife already. Now we are inside the home of our host. It's actually a pretty nice place. Shish, as you can see, is very tired. The journey was really long indeed, and the public transport ride was also quite tiring, but this is the incredible view we have. Wait, let me take you outside. That's it, you guys. This vlog was just about our journey. Shish wants to sleep now, so we'll see you in the next one. Bye.